Hi, I'm Kari Samuels, your intuitive counselor and happiness coach with your October forecast. And you can breathe a sigh of relief this month because it is so much easier than last month. We're finally over those eclipses which brought up so much energy and so much emotion. And this month is your time to integrate it and process, and you'll find it a lot more relaxing. October 2015 is a 9 universal month, and 9 is the number of integration. It's the number of completion and culmination. 9 is actually the last of the single digits, so it's the last in a cycle. You're culminating and celebrating a cycle of completion that you've been in over the last 9 months. How exciting. So really this 9 energy, it's about letting go of what no longer serves you to prepare for a brand new cycle, which you're going to begin next month. Now, letting go, this is about letting go in a really big way. This is about not just things like cleaning out your closets and letting go of material attachments. You're letting go of a big part of your identity. You're really stepping it up. You're really becoming a bigger, better version of yourself. And it could feel a little scary because right now you're in the middle now where you're letting go of something, you're letting go of attachments, you may be letting go of places or relationships, but you're not quite sure where you're heading. And that's why it's so important for you to pay attention to your intuition right now. And that's really what this 9 energy is about. It's all about looking within, tuning into what's right for you. It's kind of this energy of really seeing in the dark. And this is really exemplified by the tarot card of the number 9, which is the Hermit. Now, that may sound very unglamorous, but it was actually cool enough to be on a Led Zeppelin cover. So the Hermit is not actually what it sounds like. It sounds like, oh, you're going to be staying home all the time and just like being all by yourself. Actually, the symbol of the Hermit is a lot more complex than that, because it's not about being by yourself. It's about relying on your inner vision. If you look at the tarot card of the Hermit, this wise soul at the top of the mountain got to the top of this long climb up the mountain by looking within. You notice his eyes are in, and he has a lantern that he's holding. Now this lantern has guided him, but it also lights the path for others, because this 9 is very much about being a light on the world. It's about tuning into your inner gifts so that you can shine your gifts and be a light for others. But it really is about learning how to listen to yourself. The 9 is that number of integration. So this is about integrating parts of yourself that you've forgotten, that you've buried, that you've hidden from yourself and hidden from the world. And now it's actually your time to shine. So even though it sounds like it's very indoorsy, the Hermit's actually very much about shining, but it's not doing it in a way where you're needing approval. That's one of the big lessons of this 9 energy. It's you have to be in tune enough to understand what's going on inside of you and around you, and yet not be affected by the outside world. Now this is actually a lesson that you need to integrate now, but it's preparing you for 2016. Because all of 2016 is going to be a 9 universal year. And this whole last quarter of the year is about preparing you, fostering and nurturing your intuition, getting your inner vision clear so that you can guide your own path next year and not be affected by everyone else around you. We're really stepping into a new paradigm. This is the new way of being. You have to learn how to be an intuitive being, because you're knowing now, right, that this other stuff isn't working for you anymore. You can't go about your business trying to please other people or trying to do what's safe, because really what seemed safe and secure before is not safe and secure for you. If you want to be an individual in this world, if you really want to express your creativity, if you really want to express your gifts in the way that you're born to do it, you have to learn how to rely on yourself and dare to be different. And that's really what this 9 energy is teaching you. And it's so exciting. And really, it's not just about this month. It's about the rest of the year, all of next year, and really the rest of your life. You're setting the stage for a whole new way of being. Now, the way you're going to really be tested with this, as you're always tested, is with relationships. Because all of October, we're in Libra until the 23rd, and then after that, we're in Scorpio. These are the two relationship signs. So this is how you're going to figure out where you're really listening to your intuition and where you're getting thrown off balance. Libra, as you know, is the scales. But the thing about the scales, Libra is not naturally balanced. Libra, of all signs, can get thrown off balance because they're trying to please other people. So with this Libra energy, you're really going to become aware of where you've been trying to please other people at your own expense and throwing off those scales. So it's really going to become clear where you need to balance that energy by listening to what's right for you and no longer denying your own needs and putting that balance right. And of course, Scorpio is really intense. It's a water sign that has no boundaries. So it's so important with this very psychic energy that we have right now that you're paying close attention to what's going on inside of you, because if you pay too much attention to what's going on with everybody else, you're going to get thrown off balance, and then all these emotions are going to come up to throw you off your rocker. So there's 3 ways that I would suggest to really pay attention to your intuition and make this work for you this month so that you have your harmony, you have really clear sight, and you're moving forward in a way that's awesome for you. First of all, pay attention to the voice inside of you, not everybody else. So what I mean by this is, if you're a sensitive person or an empathic person in any way, you can tend to make your decisions based on how it's going to affect everybody else or how everybody's going to react to you. And so you're never really listening to what's right for you. So during this time, I really, really encourage you to before making any decision, actually just pretend it doesn't affect anybody else for a moment. Just suspend your imagination and imagine you're making this decision all by yourself for yourself, because really that's how it is in reality anyway. And ask yourself, what do I really want if it didn't affect other people, or if I wasn't afraid of what other people thought about me or felt about me or how they would react? That will give you a chance to listen to what's really right for you. So every time you find yourself thinking, okay, what are they going to think or how are they going to react? You got to pull it back, pull it inside of you and go inside and ask yourself. And then you're going to get some clarity about what's really right for you, which brings us to the second step, which is to express your needs and your intuitions, even within your relationships. It could be as simple as your partner or someone that you're with wants to go to one kind of restaurant and you're in the mood for pizza. That's your intuition, that's your need, that's your desire. Instead of placating each and every time and thinking, well, I'll just give in, I'll just do what they want. Every time you do even something small like that, it throws off the scales. And pretty soon you think, why don't I have time for myself? Or why aren't I doing the things that I love? It's all those things. You got to bring it back. You got to bring back that center. You got to bring back that harmony. So the third thing, so important, is to share and express your gifts. Shine your light. So the one thing about the 9 energy, it's very much about teaching and sharing your wisdom and passing along all your lessons. It's also very creative. So if there's even a piece of advice that you think, oh, it's just common sense or it's not my place, you don't need to be bossy about it, but it can also be very, very helpful to share your wisdom with other people because you're more gifted than you think you are. You probably have intuitions that can help other people and yourself if you express them, even if you think they're common sense. That's your wisdom that you've accumulated over years, if not lifetimes. So share your wisdom, share your gifts, write, speak, teach, be creative. It's really a time of shining your light and celebrating all that you've done. So go ahead and have more courage that way. It's your time, so don't hold back, okay? So the hermit needs to get out of the hermitage and he needs to be out in the world shining the light for others. It's your time to shine your light, so I'm encouraging you to do that. And if you do these 3 things, you are going to be golden, not just for this month, for the rest of your life. These are good habits to get into. So I hope I've inspired you to be the biggest, shiniest, best version of yourself you can possibly be. And if you've enjoyed this video, share it with your friends. I know they will appreciate you for it. And I want to hear from you one thing that you're doing this month that's stepping you out of your comfort zone, where you're sharing your gifts and shining more brightly. Even if it's scary, if you write it here, we'll all support you. So I hope I've encouraged you to do that and have an amazing October and beyond. I'll see you next month. Bye for now.